Hello everyone, DeckTrolls here. Today I have for you my Orgoth the Relentless star deck profile. Because Orgoth the Relentless doesn't have his own support, I used different support from the same pack that he came out in to, well, help him out. Alright, let's go. We got 3 Orgoth the Relentless. Once per turn, during your main phase, you can roll a 6-sided die 3 times, and this card gains attack equal to the total attack and defense equal to the total times 100 until the end of your opponent's turn. Then, if 2 of the results were the same, apply the appropriate effects. If all 3 were the same, apply all these effects. 1 or 2, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects until the end of your opponent's turn. 3 or 4, draw 2 cards. 5 or 6, draw cards. Oh wait, this card can attack directly this turn. Got 3 Kaiki the Unity Star. If this card is special summoned, except during the damage step, you can pay 500 life points, fusion summon 1 warrior fusion monster from your extra deck, using monsters from your hand or field as fusion materials, using your opponent's monster during your opponent's turn. If this card is in your graveyard, you control a level 5 or higher warrior monster whose current attack is different from its original attack. Quick effect. You can special summon this card. You can only use each effect of Kaiki the Unity Star once per turn. You got 3 Tenma the Sky Star. If your opponent controls a monster and you control an earth monster, you can normal summon this card without tributing. If this card is normal summoned or special summoned, you can special summon 1 level 5 earth warrior monster from your hand. You can only use this effect of Tenma the Sky Star once per turn. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a warrior monster you control, quick effect, you can make this card lose 500 attack, and if you do, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. You got 3 Hayate the Earth Star. If only your opponent controls a monster, or if you control a light monster, you can normal summon this card without tributing. If this card is normal or special summon, you can special summon 1 level 5 light warrior monster from your hand. You can only use this effect of Hayate the Earth Star once per turn. Once per turn, when your warrior monster is targeted for an attack, once per turn when your warrior's monster is targeted for an attack, you can make this card lose exactly 500 attack, and if you do, negate the attack. Now we got 2 Cyber Gymnast. Once per turn, by discarding 1 card from your hand, destroy 1 face-up attack position monster on your opponent's side of the field. 1 Satellar Knight Alsam. I'm sorry. If this card is summoned, you can inflict 1000 damage to your opponent. You can only use this effect of Satellar Knight Alsam once per turn. Lastly, for the monsters, 1 Battle Guard King. Once per turn, you can tribute any number of warrior monsters except this card. For each tributed monster, this card gains 1 additional attack each battle phase this turn. Alright, for the spells, you got 1 Reinforcement of the Army. Add 1 level 4 lower warrior type monster from your deck to your hand. You got 2 the Monarch Stormforth. Once during this turn, if you would tribute a monster for a tribute summon, you can tribute 1 monster your opponent controls, even though you do not control it. You can only activate 1 the Monarch Stormforth per turn. During the turn you activate this card, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck. You got 2 Swords of Revealing Light. Flip all monsters your opponent controls face up. This card remains face up on the field for 3 of your opponent's turns. While this card is face up on the field, monsters your opponent controls cannot declare an attack. Got 3 Magnum Shield. Equip only to a warrior monster. Apply this effect depending on its battle position. Attack position, it gains attack equal to its original defense. Defense position, it gains defense equal to its original attack. You got 2 United We Stand. The equipped monster gains 800 attack and defense for each face-up monster you control. 2 Fairy Meteor Crush. When a monster equipped with this card attacks an attack When a monster equipped with this card attacks with an attack that is higher than the defense of a defense position monster, inflict the difference as battle damage to your opponent's life points. That was more wordy than it had to be. Alright, 1 Mass Change 2. Discard 1 card, then target 1 face-up monster you control that has a level, send it to the graveyard. Also, after that, if it left the field by this effect, special summon from your extra deck 1 masked hero monster with the same attribute but a higher level than the attribute and level the monster had when it was on the field. Its original attribute level if face down. Special summon. This special summon is treated as a special summon with mass change. You can only activate 1 mass change 2 per turn. You got 2 Gravity Lash. Target 1 face-up monster on the field. It loses an attack equal to its defense until the end of this turn. Now for the traps, you got 1 Robin Goblin. Each time one of your monsters inflicts damage to your opponent's life points, 1 card is randomly selected from your opponent's hand and discarded to the graveyard. You got 2 Micro Ray. The defense of 1 face-up monster on the field becomes 0 until the end of this turn. 3 Compulsory Evacuation Device. Return 1 monster on the field to the owner's hand. 2 Call the Haunted. Activate this card by targeting 1 monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target in attack position. When this card leaves the field, destroy that target. When that target is destroyed, destroy this card. And lastly, for the main deck, 1 Solemn Warning. When a monster would be summoned, or a spell card, trap card, or monster effect that includes an effect that special summons a monster, pay 2,000 life points, negate the summon or activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Alright, now for the extra deck, we have 3 Editen the Conqueror's Star. Requires 2 level 5 or higher warrior monsters. If this card is fusion summoned, you can add 1 level 5 warrior monster from your deck to the hand. You can only use this effect of Editen the Conqueror's Star once per turn. Once per turn, you can discard any number of cards. This card gains a 200 attack for each card discarded. Once per battle, during the damage calculation, if this card battles an opponent's monster with an equal or lower level, quick effect, you can make that opponent's monster's attack 0 during the damage calculation only. You got 3 Shura the Combat Star. Requires Editen the Conqueror's Star and 1 level 5 or higher warrior type monster. Once per turn during the battle phase, quick effect, you can make the attack of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls 0. Once per battle, if a monster battles another monster during the damage calculation, quick effect, you can make each battling monster gain attack equal to its own level times 200 during the damage calculation only. If this fusion summon card you control is destroyed by an opponent's card and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Editen the Conqueror's Star from your extra deck. This is treated as a fusion summon. You got 1 number 39 Utopia. Requires 2 level 4 monsters. When any player monsters declares an attack, you can detach 1 material from this card, negate the attack. When this card is targeted for an attack, while it has no materials, destroy this card. And lastly, 1 Masked Hero Koga. Must be special summoned with mass change and cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card gains 500 attack for each monster your opponent controls. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can banish one hero monster from your graveyard, then target one face-up monster on the field. That target loses attack equal to the attack of the monster banished to activate this effect until the end of this turn. Alright guys, that is my Orgoth the Relentless star deck. So, tell me what you think. What did you like? What did you dislike? What would you do to improve it? Remember, I have 100+ budget-friendly decks. There's going to be a lot of fun content coming your way, so please make sure to like and subscribe. Most importantly, have fun!